So a couple weeks ago, I saw this reel on Instagram that looked like a girl with Down syndrome, but it also looked like someone was using a face filter to change the way her face looks, but I was like, whatever, and I swiped to the next one. Later that same day, I get a DM saying that I should check this out, and it's a link to an article by 404 Media titled, "People are using AI to create influencers with Down syndrome who sell nudes." And as I'm going through this article, I noticed that this is the same face filter that girl on Instagram was using, and apparently that was just one of the many accounts that is doing this exact same thing. A network of Instagram accounts is using AI to steal content from human creators and deepfake their faces to make it look like they have Down syndrome. 404 Media was able to determine that the accounts are linked because they reuse Instagram bios, videos, and in some cases links to the same OnlyFans competitors' pages where they monetize these videos. The account follows several other accounts with similar name conventions and identical videos, including one simply called Maria, which has over 39,000 followers. Now I went down a bit of a rabbit hole that I had to stop myself from going any deeper because at one point I'm like, what am I doing so deep in this rabbit's hole? But this Maria account that they're talking about has been taken down, on Instagram at least. If you Google Maria Dopari, their link tree comes up and you can see that they have a Telegram with over 70,000 people, which is actually crazy. And they also have a Twitter that for some reason this account I follow that posts pictures of cars also follows. You gooner, you've been caught super-handed. But their Twitter has just over 36,000 followers. And their last post was almost a month ago, which was this, and just a warning, there's no sound, but you don't even need sound to know that something is off about this. And you would think with these close-up videos, people would notice right away, but the replies are a mixture of people saying, "You're gorgeous," and "You all know this is deepfake AI filter shit, right? Think about how deranged you have to be to exploit Down syndrome for likes. Pathetic. Literally. But because these accounts were going viral, that meant there was more of a chance for people to report them, which, like I said, is what happened to their Instagram. So now, instead of Maria Dopari, their new name is now Lana Downs. And right away, call me what you want, but I'm like, I've seen this body before. And after consulting the experts over at Google, it was determined that this is literally just Sophie Rain with this Down syndrome deepfake put over her face. And the same thing can be said about their next three posts, only for their most recent post, which was a day ago, this disgusting piece of actual dog shit used a real photo of a girl with Down syndrome and used the caption, "This poor thing has Down syndrome," and then made it seem like they grew up into an OnlyFans girl. This alone should have whoever runs this account never be allowed to go on the internet again. They are sexualizing an innocent girl who just wanted to express how happy she was. Now I guess these accounts are ran by some Portuguese pervert, and I'm only saying that because all the replies are in Portuguese, and no offense, but Americans are pretty good at calling out obvious AI. Like, we get fooled, but ain't no fucking way we're falling for this dumb shit. Call us dumb all you want, we're not retarded. Yes you are. Hey, and like I said, I was getting deep in this rabbit's asshole because when I did a reverse image search on this picture from the Lana Downs account, it took me to this other account with almost 90,000 followers, and again, the bio and all the videos are in Portuguese. And the people are loving it. There isn't a single comment that I translated that was calling them out. You can just tell by the emojis some of these people are using that they don't know this isn't a real person, or at least who they think it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I know there were people making jokes about that Victoria's Secret model with Down syndrome being like, "I'd smash," but this quote-unquote girl is being followed by some real goon stars who are like, "No way, they actually get freaky now? Sophie Rain has some competition." Hey, wait a second! But if we go back to the article from the beginning, it says that there is another account named Zila Videos, and this account has the most followers out of all of them that is still up, with 115,000 followers, and this time we're in English, baby! I'm special, not because I have Down syndrome, but because I don't let it define my life. Well, when you have to announce you have Down syndrome so that people don't just follow you for your massive suitcases you've been lugging around, then you pretty much let it define your life. And even then, this isn't your life. This article found the girl that they're taking pictures from. Now, I don't know how anyone could see this and think that this is a real person. This literally looks like someone using that Disney Snapchat filter. And this one also links you to a Telegram account with over 20,000 people. And it does say that these accounts were posting links to their quote-unquote OnlyFans, only they have a strict policy against AI-generated content, which is why whoever was running these accounts has moved over to Telegram. I don't know why Instagram, or I guess Meta, doesn't have these same rules, but again, remember those AI influencers they tried to release on us last year? Like, those were even labeled as AI, but but those were even more obvious than these ones, and these ones are pretty obvious. Like I said, whoever is running these accounts is going all out because they even made a subreddit called r/pussy down syndrome where they would post the same pics that they were posting everywhere else. And it is banned now, but you can see from the Google search that people were calling this person out to his deep fake Down syndrome face. But yeah guys, if you happen to come across any of these accounts, just report them, because what the actual F word is this? And the people actually following them are even weirder. That car account, dog. What are you doing? Look at this. This is what they post. Literally just cars, and I followed them for that. Turns out they got some sexual skeletons in their closet, you know what I mean? Weird fetish you got going on, buddy. Thought you had a car fetish. If everything goes right though, then I'll see you guys later today. Peace.